I have loads of beef with Sadie. Hi guys, welcome back to It Was Never a Phase podcast featuring myself, Jazz, and Pamela. As you could tell, we took a 2 week long break due to personal things. But we're back better than ever, and we have a special guest today. Who is it? It's Bo!
Oh,
Yay! Or the nickname that Max gave her, which was Bone.
oh God. I didn't think it would stick, but it has.
Yeah, you can't escape it. Max actually said it on a live stream the other day. So
He's an idiot.
one way to start off the podcast.
He's an idiot.
That could be
Am I wrong? He's an idiot.
Mm-hmm. He's very him.
Okay, so Bo, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Bo. I'm 20. I'm from Yorkshire in England. I've known who Max and Harvey are since Musically, but I haven't really been a fan since until CBBC Summer Social in 2018. And then I saw them live in Slimefest, and here I am.
Yay! Who are the people that you've kind of met through the fandom or that along the years? Like,
I've met a lot of people in the fandom. I didn't for a while until Butlins in Skegness. Harvey got ill, so they couldn't actually go. But then I decided to meet up with a friend that was going anyway. Her name's Bella. She's not really in the fandom anymore. But that was fun. And then the first person that I met that's still in the fandom is Jazz. I think it was Nan that we met, and that was fun when we went to that show.
we did speak briefly at the Sheffield show back in
You see,
2022.
this is the thing. I have absolutely no.
You remember, but I remember this all too well because it was Max and Harvey's tour, and we were queuing, and Bo, I don't know who you were with, but you were with someone, and you were queuing in front of me, and I was like, "Hi, Bo." You're like, "Hi, Jazz," and I was just like, "How are you?" It's a normal conversation, but she has no recollection of it, and I'm just like, "Ow."
My memory is so bad.
My thing is, I think because you were also at the Birmingham show too, weren't you? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was at both of those, and we didn't actually meet until you were there in September in London, right?
Yeah, that's when I first met you, Pamela.
Yeah, because you were so quiet, I just kept asking Jazz who you were.
I hadn't really spoken in the fandom for like a year, so it was like other than Beth and Jasmine Sunset Mills, I'd like not really met with anyone for a while. So it was fun to see everyone again. That was really awkward.
Yes.
No, because I just remembered because Joey also just kept being like, okay, I know who all these people are, but who's that? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and now look, Joey and I was one part. It was great.
He's living life.
He loves the UK. He loves.
Well, if he loves it that much and you love it that much, then I think it's time to move to.
We're planning on it.
I absolutely love that idea. When did you become a fan, though? I know you basically already said it, but like, when and like, how did you kind of become a fan of Max and Harvey?
Okay. It's actually really hard to pinpoint because, like I said, knew who they were on Musically, and but I wasn't a fan, and I wouldn't claim to be a fan from them.
That was basically the same as me. No joke.
And then CBBC Summer Social 2018, they posted a vlog on YouTube that I really, really liked. And then I saw them at Slimefest in 2018 and really liked their performance. My mum really liked their performance. Um, X Factor, amazing. Watched them, voted for them. And then I saw them on tour and met them on tour in 2020 at the Birmingham show. And then made my fan account 3 days later. So it's quite like a long process, but it I can't actually pinpoint when I became a fan of them. So I just say August 2018.
That's
Did
valid.
that vlog, was that the one where they were throwing water balloons?
Yeah.
I knew it because there's a person in that vlog that you also really like.
Yeah, I was about to say. What did you
I
know?
don't know who you were talking about.
What's your username, Bev? What's your fan account?
My fan account is called Chocolate Marvy.
Is there a backstory to your fan account name?
It wasn't always Chocolate Marvy. It became Chocolate Marvy in about May 2020. I had like a massive obsession with the song Chocolate by the 1975. Max and Harvey would sing it in four chords all the time. And I'm also a chocoholic, so it fits in with that. That's basically it. And then Marv is obviously Max and Harvey.
Really?
My head explodes.
Mind blowing. But I love that though. Because chocolate is such like when I listen to Chocolate by the 1975, I just feel like I'm back in 2020 when they're actually singing that on
I
four
don't
chords.
know. I probably know the song, but I don't know it off the top
I
of my
feel like you would know it, but I don't think you'd know it from the actual 1975 themselves. I think if you listen to like Max and Harvey singing it, you'll know it from them more.
heard the lyrics, I probably would.
But we go where nobody knows.
I do know that song.
Yay!
I miss four chords.
Me too. I just miss them singing.
Yeah, same.
Like, we should have like another music tour
Please.
after I'm out of debt. But
Yeah, let Pamela save up first.
What stuck out about Max and Harvey that drew you to wanting to be a fan of them?
Oh God.
If you can think of an answer, no pressure, don't worry.
What drew me to Max and Harvey?
Be honest, was it stuck on the ceiling?
No, no, no. Hmm. I really liked the music. I liked Trade Hearts and Where Were You? Yeah, I heard those live at Sandfest and really liked them. My mum really liked them. They were her favourite performance of that. So that was fun. Cine
always win over the parents.
Huh?
Gotta always win over the parents.
Yeah, man. What was Bo about to say that just made her giggle?
Spinning Twins.
Singing to. I
I
mean, it's a
guess
good answer. Like,
no idea.
if it helps, I couldn't think of anything. Not in a bad way, but I just couldn't remember what actually made me become a fan of them. I was like, oh yeah, they're funny. I'll become a fan of them.
My thought
wasn't-
process.
Huh?
It wasn't because they're funny.
Yeah, but no, for me.
Not for me.
What song did I think Trade Hearts was the first song
Horrible
I listened to.
people.
They can be funny at times.
They think they're really funny.
Yeah.
We don't like boosting their ego, so we just
We could never boost their ego. They're big enough.
Mm.
What's the content that you typically post on your fan account? But I also know that you post on, I think you post on your TikTok as well.
Yes, I do. So I post edits. I make edits on both video style and After Effects, depending on which actually likes me more. I mainly post them on Instagram, and then TikTok, I sometimes post clips from the podcast or YouTube videos, whatever. Um, I also edit some pictures. Um,
I
how
think
do
we should. I think we should insert those pictures because some of them are actually hilarious and some of them are quite scary. Not scary, like oh my god, concerningly scary.
I think
Like,
anyone in the Max and Harvey fandom is concerning.
Yeah, definitely.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't even try and say you're normal, Jazz.
No.
None of us are.
No, obviously. That's why we're here.
Exactly.
Thanks, not his fault.
Is there any content that you don't really post that you'd like to possibly try to post in the future?
Oh no. I tried out a new editing style on the TikTok that I posted last night, and it's done quite well. So I might try and stick with that for a bit and see how that goes. Um,
Favorite post or edit you've ever made?
hmm.
We like to make our guests think on this podcast, so
Yeah, I can tell.
Hey, we thought of some great questions. Yes.
Course you do. Um, Favorite edit I've made would probably be um a max edit that I stayed up till 5 a.m. making. But then Insta botched the quality, so it didn't actually turn out that well. But I think it looks cool.
I think
Um,
I know what edit you're talking about.
I know my favorite thing of yours.
what is it?
In terms of money, we have
We
no
have
money.
no money.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you forget?
It took way too long to make that. It was so embarrassing.
This
And
is
you
what
all
else.
stood there.
There's like 10 of us just stood to the side with a bunch of us having our phones out. You needed the camera angles.
This is where
Yeah, and Harvey
called us
called
bad
me.
friends.
Yeah, this is where Harvey told you needed new friends.
Thanks, Harvey.
It
Thank you, Harvey, for that.
didn't work. She's still stuck with us.
Unfortunately, much to my dismay, they are all weirdos. And yeah,
It's fine.
but that was my favorite show, so take that as you
Yeah. And
I
Pamela's
loved
left.
Glasgow. It was so good. We all had so much energy, even though it was pouring rain.
Except it was making me ill.
Yep.
And I'm ill now, which is great.
What, Bo?
It did make people ill, but at least we were all together.
We were all together,
Yeah, Mum.
and it took them forever to come out. And what does being like a fangirl mean to you?
Having a shared passion in mainly music interests, and it becomes like a community where you can make friends and like interactions with the people that you admire. It's just worth it, and it gives like some sort of like chemical in your brain that's just like it's nice to be noticed by things that make you happy.
Good answer.
I'd say I love that answer. Have you ever met Max and Harvey? And if so, how was it like? And how would you kind of like describe how like you meeting them was like?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to meet them before. I don't know which time to describe, to be fair, because there's been so many different circumstances. Um, it's a lot harder when you see them in public for something that you're not actually meant to be there for them for. Um, Whereas if I were going to an event that's organised by them, it's a lot easier to go up to them and say hi.
I know what you're referencing now. I just realised.
I don't know what you're.
I laughed at this so much for this because I was like, why didn't you go up to them?
What happened?
I'll let Bo explain.
God. Right. So, oh God.
Do you want me to explain or?
Start explaining, yeah.
So basically, it was a couple of weeks ago. Bo and our other good friend Dan went to a show in London, and their friend was like Max Nommy's friend was helping out with this artist, Ollie Thacker, his name is, was helping out this other singer called Emma, and Max and Harvey, I assume, were invited to go watch the show, and they were there. They were basically stood behind Bo and Dan, and they were too scared to go ask Max and Harvey for a photo. Moral of the story.
Ollie's band was on the stage, and we assumed that we could go up after, so we were like, just get Ollie's band out of the way, and then we'll decide to go up to them, because, like, you know, we got really nervous.
As mentioned.
Yeah, and then after his band finished, we turned around and they had gone. Yeah, and then turns out they weren't still there. They just like would only come in when the artist was on stage. Like they wouldn't be in the room because the room was tiny. It was like it only had 20 people in it. So I'm assuming that they just didn't want to be in that kind of environment and have people go up to them, or maybe they were busy or whatever. Who knows? But the point is, regrets were made.
It's okay because you'll see them again at some point in time.
Went first.
Although we might not meet them, but that's fine.
I'm not going
for the vibes, isn't it?
I'm gonna have so much FOMO when that's happening.
Oh, bless you. As you said, there'll be more events in the future that you'll be able to go to.
No, but when events are happening, it's just like, obviously I've been grateful enough to meet them so many times, but when events are like happening and everyone, like all my friends are there, and I'm just like,
no, yeah, I understand that. It's not the best feeling ever, because even though I do live in the UK and stuff, but I have had times where I've not been able to go to events and my friends have gone, and I'm just like, I'm here, guys. Is it too? Beans featured on the podcast. Do you have any words, Beans?
do you have any words? His words are, help me.
I'm being held hostage.
Do you have
Nah.
So, do you have a favorite time meeting Max and Harvey, or times, in case you can't choose one? Decisions. Quiet. In the Zoom call. Quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a favorite time meeting them. I liked Manchester because they remembered me from Bristol, and it was the first time I'd really experienced that, where they'd like remembered my face. And Max said it's lovely to see me again. Harvey said, we're seeing you tomorrow, right? Which was fun.
As they should.
Yeah, Manchester.
Manchester.
I think it was funny because the first time me and Bo like fully talked was in Bristol in between the two shows because she went to the matinee, I went to the evening, and then the next day in Manchester, I went to the matinee and she went to the evening.
Yeah, we didn't
Bo
have that.
literally drove to mine after the Bristol show. Well, she got the train to one of my nearest train stations, and then she came down to mine. And then she drove me to Manchester and Birmingham, and then back home.
The driving.
She's a very good driver.
Look, she got you from point A to point B to point C back to point A.
Yes, somewhat safe.
All in one piece.
Somewhat.
It only took us like maybe 2 or 3 hours to find where you parked the car in Birmingham.
That was so bad. We were stressing out so much.
We were all ready to not really fight each other, but I think we were all ready to fight each other.
Yeah.
It was like, where the fuck is this car?
We were all just not in a good mood, so it was just
we all needed food and we were going to go to Nando's, but we had to figure out where the car was first so they could drop off their suitcases. And I think we were all so hangry. And then it was literally just inside of the trains.
Yeah, it turns out it was right under our noses the entire time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's the best thing that's come out of being in the Max and Harvey fandom?
Definitely the friends that I've made being here. I hang out with people when it's like nothing to do with Max and Harvey, and it's fun. Like I think I saw my friend Dan about 4 times last month, which is just insane. We got so sick of each other.
I also drove down to mine.
And then next weekend I am going to see Madison with Jazz and Summer, so that should be fun.
Madison
in London.
London.
Which would have made more sense for us to go to Manchester. Obviously not for summer, but for me and Bo, it would make more sense to go to Manchester because I've got work on the Monday, and Manchester is on the Sunday. London's on the Saturday, so we're like, let's all spend the weekend in London.
London is the best place. I think Friends is definitely like something that's really good that comes out of being in a fandom because like I know I'm not super close with her, but I met her through the fandom. Her name is Carla. And she lives in Florida, but we met in London last September because of the first ever live pod that was happening and literally didn't know each other. We were talking about how we were both from America, and then we decided to go to Thorpe Park together without knowing each other. And
I love that.
I had only ever been like on a roller coaster like 2 or 3 times. I think it was like 2 times. So I was absolutely terrified, and I was looking at her being like, I'm not going on this thing or this thing or this thing. And then I ended up on all of those things, and I absolutely loved it. And then I actually got to see her again for the Dublin show for the tour of the 13 again that just happened. And that was like, it's great. Like, you can not speak and then you'll see them and you'll be like, or you can speak every single day.
It's my eyes always water when I hear one, so it was just. Ugh. I'm fine, thank you.
Don't cry.
You made a tear up, Pamela. Aw.
Roller coaster too. That'd be Harvey, not me. I have no roller coaster. I've never been on a roller coaster, so I wouldn't know.
You are going on one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna force you on one.
God!
Wait till I come back over there. I want to force her to go on one.
Yes, you will.
We gotta go. Is it Alton Towers? Yeah. We gotta go there. We'll just surprise Jazz. We'll both just show up at her house and be like, guess what's happening?
No,
We're going to Alton Towers.
Alton Towers isn't that far from me either, so it's just like
I know it's not.
like,
that's why I was like,
you guys would end up doing like what Max and I used to Tilly when they surprise her. Like
I gotta get the same blindfold.
Yeah, gonna get you blindfold, your headphones.
Really bangarang, I won't mind. I love bangarang.
No, we're gonna play stuck on the ceiling the whole time.
Like, oh no. Thing is though, if you told this idea to Dan, she'd be down for it. She's come to my town before, like twice, because she dropped me off back home as well. And Bo. So it's not like as if I can exactly escape it, can I really?
No. You can't escape it.
Lock all my doors and windows.
No, you
because
can't.
Jazz, I also have you on Snap Maps, so I also know where you live.
Right. You're just gonna start swimming over then?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
You'll never know until it happens.
I'm scared.
We'll talk after this, Bo.
Yeah.
Right.
You think we're joking?
I don't actually, which is even worse. What's the craziest thing you've done for Max and Harvey, or 13 again, whichever one?
I've traveled to Glasgow, I've traveled to London. They're both like the same sort of distance for me. But Leeds first, Max and Harvey were doing an arm wrestling competition, and I was cheering quite loud for Harvey. No idea why. I shouldn't have been, but I was, and yeah, it was weird. It was a weird experience at Leeds first because they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was like the the first live show was meant to be in September, but then they announced they were doing Leeds Fest like I think the week before.
Needed like a practice show.
Yeah, and it was like crazy. Even them doing Leeds Fest is insane, like crazy.
Quick fire questions.
Right.
So, you ready?
I'm totally good at these. Yeah.
What was your first impression of Max and Harvey?
Sinning twins. Sinning identical twins. Mm-hmm. There's not much else to say. That's literally what they are. Or were, at least.
Favorite moment of being in the family?
Probably talking in group chats. It's really fun. Like having banter with friends.
Group chats are something.
Yeah.
Favorite Max and Harvey song?
Nervous.
Yes.
I don't want to expand on it.
If you could describe Harvey as a roller coaster, what kind of roller coaster, if that makes sense?
Well, okay, so with roller coasters, you either get like a cart on top of a track or you have like one hanging below. And the one hanging below is a lot more aggressive. It's a lot more like your head shakes side to side on the the handlebars that go over your shoulders. I'd describe him as the one that goes under the tracks with loads of loopy loops. upside down, spinning, whatever the hell, because that
Anything that can
man just
happen.
talks for England.
Anything that can happen, well, that on a roller coaster is what's gonna happen.
Yes. He would want everything on his roller coaster, and you gotta give that man what he wants. So otherwise he would not shut up about it. I'm joking. I just mean he wouldn't shut up about it if he didn't get
You know, like a name
all
of
the things.
the one that you've just like described. You know, like
Something
how
like that.
Nemesis or like I don't know what Nemesis looks like, but I just know the names.
On that one. I don't know what it looks like.
Like, what about like the Smiler?
Yeah, so in Skegness there's a place called Fantasy Island, and there's one called the Odyssey, which I believe is the red one, and that goes under the tracks, which is what I described.
There's a lot of different guitars. What one best describes Max? Like if Max was a guitar.
I don't know brands of guitars, but I'll say an electric guitar. Um, yeah.
No explanation, just yeah.
Just an electric guitar, you know.
No, we didn't expect you to name a brand. It's just like everyone an acoustic one in the background, but like
Acoustic electric. That's all I know.
Bass.
All right. So that is all of our questions.
But I say ukulele instead.
Yes.
Okay, before we wrap up, so what advice would you give someone who would like to join the fandom or create a fan page, etc., that kind of side of things?
I would say go into it being as friendly as possible and open to make friends, no matter what their ages and backgrounds are, because at the end of the day, we're all here to support the same people. And it's a really great community. Yes, you have your bad parts, but all fandoms do. Um, but you just got to find a good group of friends, and um, you probably will meet them someday. Maybe even at the show where you see Max and Harvey. And it's just great. It's great to be friends with people that share the same interests with you.
Yeah, love that. Because it's like as well, like you don't have to necessarily meet friends online. Like when you go to like a concert of the same people you like, that's how you also meet friends as well. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I've made so many friends with people at concerts.
Because the thing is, like, most of the friends that I've made, like, in the fandom, a lot of them I'm basically met in person before I really talk to them. But, like, you don't need to meet them in person. You can make sure they're a real person.
Obviously.
Bo's not a real person, guys.
No.
The poking. We all have to poke Bo.
Oh no, not poking. God.
Only if you know Bo. If you and Bo knows you. If you see her in person at a concert or whatnot, poke her.
Ranger pokes her, she might.
Please don't. Don't, Sadie. Please don't.
I'm joking, guys. Don't actually stand on the poke.
She got poked so much on the door.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Specifically the day of Birmingham.
I complained to Max and Harvey about that. I was like, you guys are late. I got poked. What the hell's going on here?
You're like, why did you do this to me? You're the reason this is happening.
Yeah.
But if you said as Sadie started it, they'd be like, yeah, Sadie is something else. We love Sadie. We love Sadie.
She's a little icon.
We do love Sadie. She can be really annoying at times, but that's what we love about her.
She likes to start a lot of like beef. specifically with Max and Harvey.
I hate you just said that.
I have loads of beef with Sadie. Beef.
You were all talking about that on Patreon the other day, and I was just so confused.
She likes to. No, what it is, she likes to. Jazz isn't gonna like this word either, I don't think. She likes to rage bait people.
It's better than the other word.
Typically, Max and Harvey.
Usually Max, to be fair.
Yeah. But it's hilarious.
Was she on the live the other day? Got rage baited and pranked.
We're waiting for the day that Sadie meets them in person because that will be the best day ever. It's random.
I really want to see that.
Me too.
We all just gotta band together and get her over there. If you don't know Sadie, she lives in America. But yeah, she's very well known in the fandom, I think, right?
Yeah. Application
Mills. Yeah.
Free shout out.
She asked for the shout out too, remember that?
Oh yeah. Okay, guys, yeah. So now I didn't shout out the first time. Sorry, Sadie. I do deeply apologize, Sadie, but
because when we posted that we were our first post on our Instagram of like, hey, we're starting a podcast, Sadie's like, I want a shout out. And Jazz just replies, shout out to Sadie.
She got a shout out.
You got your shout out, Sadie.
Yeah. Is it well deserved? No.
Oh, I'd say it is.
I'm joking.
Are you?
Bo's just a little sensitive with Sadie because of the poking.
Those on my little.
Oh yeah, that's so cute.
Let's see how much I'm loved.
I actually had pictures of you up in my old room, but because I'm not allowed any pictures up on my wall,
I have pictures of you back there. I have pictures up of Bo just because these were all printed off from my wedding. There's a lot of pictures back. Actually, I have quite a few pictures of Jazz on there.
That's insane. Who would want that many pictures of Jazz on their wall?
No.
Okay, Bo.
Just can't delete them. Their memories, I guess.
Oh, okay, as well. Pamela.
Okay, so officially come to the end of this episode of the It Was Never a Phase podcast featuring Jazz and me, Pamela, and our wonderful guest, Bo. Thank you so much for joining. Do you have any final words?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this episode, so because when we asked for who they thought the last guest were, almost every single person was like, Bo.
Literally, really? No one guessed.
Yeah,
no one guessed.
No one guessed Tosh. Actually, no. I think you guessed Tosh, but everyone else was like, it's Bo.
That makes no sense.
I think people obviously may know I'm really like close to you, as well as obviously Pamela.
Yeah.
Obviously, like because of the there's obviously me, you, and Summer. Summer also just got a free mention. You're welcome, Summer.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Mike. Sorry, Mike.
I really don't know who that is.
You know Mike or Summer. Summer.
Wait. There she is.
Dr. Pepper, baby.
So Dr. Pepper, like in anything at Walmart, I'm like, we're gonna send this to Summer right now, and she needs to see it.
Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Da-da-dum.
She'll love this episode. I'll tell you that. I'll have to guess.
Such a weirdo.
But everyone, we finally got Bo on. We have come to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you turn on the post notifications, subscribe, like, and comment down below who our next guest should be. And anything else that you'd like to comment, as long as it's appropriate.
Please.
Bo. I was just kidding. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Bye.